You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Started in the chat room talking about some both. Y'all stupid. Man, I see. I'm already seeing right now. I am not gonna be spending much time looking at the chat room today. Y'all came to fight. Like y'all came with it. Y'all come with it already. Welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about this situation. But this time, I talked about it like late last night of my life. But today, we're going to look at this situation. Is she mentally ill or insane? And then I'm going to read her cards and see what's going on in her mind right now. Yesterday's show, and I said I was going to read her cards and I didn't get to it. And then, so I want to get to it today. But I went live like 3 times yesterday. Well, really twice. The third time was just because the second time it got cut off. But if you want to know my non-cardology point of views on Carlee Russell, listen to last night's thoughts from In the Dark. Listen to last night's thoughts from In the Dark if you want to know my non-cardology point of view. But I will come over, I will be having some of y'all call in today. What's up, Jayla? I will be having some of y'all call in today. If y'all want. So, yeah, we about to see what's going on. What's up, Hula Gang? Yeah, I agree that there's something bigger going on. What's up? We got people in the room like Jayla, who literally is designed a whole like lifestyle and career around helping people in Carlee's situation. So my big issue with what happened is it puts people like Jayla, and her credibility and what she does on the line when you have situations like this. Now, yeah, I talked about it last night, how, the need for attention is crazy. People do any goddamn thing for attention. But at the same time, is there something bigger going on? Is there something bigger going on? And my feeling is, my instinctual feeling is, yes, there is. That just me instinctively before I even get to the cards. I think something is going on because anytime I see white folks mobilize really fast around a black person, my first thought is set up. What in the controlled opposition is this going on here? That's what I initially think. What in the controlled opposition am I seeing right now? Because these motherfuckers don't move for shit when it comes to us, unless it's some nonsense. Only time they move for us is if it's got something to do with LGBTQ, or if it's a black woman being abused by a black man. They got time for that all day. You know what I mean? They got time for Pookie and Ray Ray shooting each other and shit. They also got time for, hey, help this little black kid, black kid get a basketball or a football court or something. I said football court. But y'all know what I'm talking about, how this place works. So when I see this country sort of moving that fast and it's not involving basketball or something like that, I get immediately suspicious. And those of you who follow my channel, I wasn't talking about this situation at all. Yesterday, I brought it up yesterday into this, what we seeing right now. I brought it up then, but y'all know me. I wasn't talking about this situation at all. Because something about it just didn't feel right, But we're going to get into the cards. Before I get into the cards, this is what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to go to Ride Ready. I'm going to need you to call Ride Ready Car Wash. If you live in Southern California, LA, Orange County, the Valley, they come on out. I've been using them for my car since the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit and everything was shut down, I was still dipping all throughout this country taking road trips. Hell, during the pandemic, me and my wife drove to Texas, nigga. We drove to up Northern California plenty of times. So I was out dipping during the pandemic. So I had to keep my car clean, and I found these brothers that came to my house. And I've been using them ever since. So Ride Ready Car Wash, 310-753-1947. Or go to rideready.org to book your appointment. They will come out to your house and they will do your shit right. They even bring their own water. They bring their own water. Here we go. See, I'm not gonna be looking at the chat room, y'all. I can tell already looking at this chat room, it's gonna be an ignorant ass day in that chat room. So if you're new to my channel and you excuse my regulars in the chat room, if you're new to this channel, they can tend to be quite ignorant, so you gotta watch out with these dudes. This heifer must be cool. Y'all stupid. Oh man. Again, like I said, I'm not gonna be looking at the chat room. Y'all gonna be throwing me off for the shit y'all be saying. What's up, Miss Porsche? What's up, Mike C? Larry, get the fuck out my chat room. Hey, can one of the other mods kick Larry out just because? Like, I need somebody to time Larry out for like 300 seconds just because I feel like it. For no other reason. T Dynamite, can one other mods please time Larry Goodwill out, please? That'll be a big help. What's up, Netta J? So we about to find out. We about to go into her cards. Is she mentally ill? Or is she insane? Or is she... What's going on? And I'm posed this question because, I don't watch The Breakfast Club, but I did see that clip. Well, not wasn't a clip. It was a tweet where Charlamagne the God was saying, this isn't mental health. This is insanity. And y'all know Charlamagne the God is king mental health these days. You can't go nowhere and hear the word mental health without seeing Charlamagne the Turtle pop his ass up somewhere. So Nah, Miles. Yes, you can time Larry Goodwell out. No, don't trip. I got you. Let me see it, cause I'm on a different system right here, so I can't go into YouTube and do it myself. I'm gonna need one of my mods to please time out Larry Goodwell for no other reason than he's a hoe. That's the only reason. Nigga's a hoe. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So think tank. So we about to sit back. We about to see what's going on in her cards. We still don't know the details. The mom, when she explained, it kind of seemed as if the mom still believes her. The dad on the interview, and I don't want to play it because they've been copyrighting, striking the shit out of my videos. I done had like 5 videos in the last month get demonetized because I'm playing something else, some shit. So back to her. Is she mentally ill or insane? If y'all were watching, the father was looking like a hostage in the interview. If you saw the interview that they had with her parents, Pops was looking like, man, look, I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm here sitting with my wife, being a good husband, like I should. But if you see the look on his face, that brother looks totally like, man, this some bullshit. You know what I mean? He was looking like, dog, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He was looking like, man, all I want to do is get back home and listen to some confunction. And Mom's was like, I believe her. So none of us know the bitter details, but we do know this. It is not what she said it was. We know that. And that's the premise I'm going off of today. All right? So as I get into this reading, buckle up, and then I'm going to get some of you guys' opinions. And if you guys want me to read, I will do some readings later on in the show if you guys want me to read. I know there's some people yesterday that want me to read them, but I had to cut out early because I had a reading for my business to do. So if somebody wants me to read them today, Cash Apps to the front of the line. Cash Apps to the front. Cash Apps and Venmos to the front. All right. But you can go to my website. I got children's sizes now for my and adult sizes in my It's Bigger Than Hip Hop t-shirt. Support the movement. Support the documentary coming up. I got my for all you producers out there, I got my sample packs. Live drums, live loops. Live drum loops. I got those right now. My snare sounding real fat, and so is my kick, so y'all better get that shit. And then we got all the line of assorted goodies, the Black American Music Family tree. We got all that shit, all right? And then for your readings, just go to the business side, breakthroughcards.com. And for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I'm about to do a card reading. And you can go to breakthroughcards.com to get a breakdown of what the fuck I'm actually doing here. Okay? Okay? So is she mentally ill or insane? Let me put her card spread up. Oh, and also for those students, if you were in my class already, we're gonna be doing the extended study program. Or if you weren't in the class, you wanna learn cardology, you wanna learn this science. Well, we're gonna be starting in August, and we got I have it as a 3-month course, but it's probably gonna go longer than 3 months. Probably gonna go 4 or 5 months. I'm sure I'll probably take it throughout maybe towards the end of the year. So if you want to sign up for my card course, email me. Damn, I should have put it in the motherfucking description bar. Damn it, Dewan. Why didn't I put it in the description? Anyway, if I can find it later on, I'll put it in there. So if you want to learn how to read cards, I am definitely teaching a class. All right. Cool. Let me see here. Is this it? Manage. Let me see here. All right. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Here we go. I found it. I found it. I'm going to put it in mods. Repost it in the video. Boom. Email me info@dewanb.com. That's my email address, info@dewanb.com. I have a catch-all, so basically anything at dewanb.com will come through to me. But info@dewanb.com. And there is the link to register for my cardology class. I just put it in the description bar, all right? So here we are. So we about to go into her. She's a 6 of clubs. Off top, what that tells me is, as a 6 of clubs person, 6 of clubs people generally take time to think things out. I don't think she did that though. Being honest. The 6 of clubs, that is a card of mental balance, of slowing things down and mentally, balancing things out. It's a card of principles and responsibility. So what this tells me is, if she's a 6 of clubs, I can see why her family believed her. 6 of clubs people are generally balanced, and they're dedicated type people. But they're also innovative too. See, one of the challenges for people, if you're a 6 of clubs, and go to my website, breakthroughcards.com, if you want to know what your card is. If you're a 6 of clubs, one thing about 6 of clubs people is they tend to feel overwhelmed. 6 of clubs, because they're negotiators, they're mediators. That card, that's a card of negotiation, the card of mediation. That's a card of a balanced point of view. Usually a 6 of clubs person is who people go to get advice, to get wisdom. So 6 of clubs people oftentimes feel overwhelmed. They feel as if they're responsible for too much. And excuse me, I'm over here looking. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't got my preacher music playing. Let me play some music. There we go. Now I feel better. I like having that rhythm with me when I talk. And I like that good rhythm too, not the little bullshit ass beats either. Let me tell y'all, music producers out there, if you're gonna send me a beat, make it sound like this. Feel that groove? Make your music. Don't send me no shit where it sounds like somebody's banging on the side of a trash can with those stupid ass hi-hats. Give me some real hi-hats if you're going to use them. Back to what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's it, Jada. info@dewanb.com. That's it. But, so, they're dedicated people, but they can also feel very overwhelmed. So this off top tells me that she's going through a lot, because all of us and I want to use her as a case study. I'm not here to say she's less of a person or we're better. Of course, crack the jokes. I believe in cracking jokes. So I'll never begrudge my chat room and y'all from cracking jokes. I'll never begrudge you that fun. But within the cracking jokes, there's always lessons, you know? All of us can be a certain way. Can under normal circumstances be a certain thing. But depending on what we have going on in life, we all can get outside of our bounds. See, the thing about cars is you're not going to get way off your car. Like, you're going to go outside, but, you know, the cars sort of tell you your boundaries. You know, high and low. So, the thing with the Six of Clubs people are very fair. So when people say things to them that are kind of like hurtful, they tend to take it. Like Six of Clubs people tend to take on other people's perceptions of them. That's an issue with Six of Clubs. If you're a Six of Clubs person, most of your issues that you deal with oftentimes are what people perceive of you or what you think people perceive of you. And you've sort of taken on the burden of how other people feel. Big mistake. Don't do that. None of us should do that. But if you're Six of Clubs, people tend to do that more than a lot of other cards. Another card that does that a lot, that tends to take on too much, are the Two of Hearts, Four Hearts, really, Four Hearts, man. Y'all be wanting to love every goddamn body. A lot of your heart cards, like the Seven of Hearts, is like a person that's like very verbally abusive, but at the same time, if you can't say shit to a Seven of Hearts, but a Seven of Hearts, a crip walk on your goddamn feelings. Six of Clubs won't do like that. Six of Clubs won't necessarily crip walk on your feelings like a Seven of Hearts will. But they're both equally as sensitive. And a lot of your Six of Clubs sensitivity is born really out of somebody trying to do their best. So when it comes down to it, we all can learn lessons through these cards, through other people's experiences. Because as you live your life out in cardology, every year you're in a new card. So every card that's in the deck, if you live 52 years, you're going to live a year in every card of your life. And if you live 1 year, you're going to live every card out. It's just in 1 year. January 1st is a King of Spades day. God damn it. December 30th is a Ace of Hearts. And all the cards in between. You live them out. So these different energies affect different days and the different moods of you. So it's good to pay attention because, and you may ask me, how do I know what year I'm in? What year card am I in? Well, the cards are lined up 1 through 52. Ace of Hearts being the first card, the King of Spades being the 52nd card. The King of Clubs, my card, is a 26th card in the deck. The Ace of Diamonds is the 27th card of the deck. The 39th card of the deck is the 39th card of the deck is the King of Diamonds. And the 40th card of the deck is the Ace of Spades. And so if you're 42 years old, Ace of Spades, Two of Spades, you're in Three of Spades year. So you're going to have the energy of what's in the Three of Spades affect you throughout that particular year. That's why if you notice birthday to birthday, you can look back and all of your birthday, there are distinct differences every year. Press number 1 if you notice this. Let me get an observation answer. Do you notice that every year kind of has like its own energy separate from the last year? Press the number 1 if you've noticed that in your own life. Not thinking about the news, nothing external, just between you and what's going on between your own two ears. Y'all ever notice every year And when you look back on different birthdays, every year took on a distinctly different characteristic than the previous year. Press the number 1 if you know, if you feel what I'm saying. See, my music is too low. So that's what I mean by you're going to live every year in different cards. And so it's good you can always observe other people, and you can observe the themes and what that card is like by going back to that year. If you want to know what it's like, if you're in your 50s and you want to know what it's like, how old is she? How old is she's 25? 20 July. Oh, she turns 26 tomorrow. Am I right? Is my math right? Yeah, she turns 26 tomorrow. So right now she's in a Queen of Clubs year, and next year she's in a King of Clubs year. Yeah, so every year you live, you're living in a different card that year. And every 13 years you live in a different cycle. Every 7 and 13 years. We have 7-year cycles and we have 13-year cycles. That's why if you pay attention, if you're in your 40s, you know you ain't shit like you was in your 20s. If you're in your 20s, you know good in the hell well you ain't like you was in your teens. Y'all notice that? Because when you look at these cards here, each card not only represents an aspect of our personality, but it also represents a period in time of our life. Mercury card is 0 to the first 13 years in life. Venus is the second 13 years period. So she's coming into the end. She's about to come to her last year of her Venus period, which is the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is the mother of emotion. The Queen of Hearts is the card that it's either going to grow emotionally or it's going to collapse under its emotional weight. And so she's at the end of that cycle right now. When you get to the end of cycles, that's when things get to be kind of tough, because it's almost like it's like when you were in school facing a final. Pay attention. 12 or 13. What's going on at 12 or 13? Between 12 and 13, what's happening? You're leaving childhood and you're pre-puberty. You're in puberty or pre-puberty. Usually in puberty or just going into puberty, or if you're late bloomer, pre-puberty. And if you're a man around that time, that's around the time your nuts starting to drop. You're going through some changes. That's because you're going to another cycle in your life. Your Mercury is your childhood cycle. Your Venus is your young adult teen cycle. And it's also how you formulate how you live your day-to-day life. And then Mars is 26 to 39. Mars years are generally the most, what I've noticed in my card reading, the Mars years are very challenging. Because in Mars, you've sort of learned the lessons from Venus and Mercury, but you don't quite have the footing to do anything about it yet. You know, you get lost in these Mars years. These Mars years are kind of tough. You're figuring it out. She's going into a 10 of clubs for her Mars. 10 of clubs tells me, if you come to me for a reading, 10 of clubs tells me how you deal with confrontation. I'm sorry, not 10 of clubs, Mars. Your Mars placement, your card in your Mars placement tells me how you deal not only with internal conflict, but also external conflict. How do you deal with your own bullshit, and how do you deal with the bullshit around you? So let's go into her Mars, shall we? Ten of clubs represents completion. See, the thing with the 10 of clubs, that's a very, very smart card. It's a very intelligent card. The downside of the 10 of clubs is it's ego driven. His ego gets in place of his smartness. And so for her having her 10 of clubs in her Mars, that tells me that she outthinks herself. Because the 10 of clubs already overanalyzes things. That's an overanalyzing ass card to begin with. But when you put it in your Mars position, that tells me you probably overanalyze your relationships. You overanalyze yourself. 2, you overanalyze your relationships and the people around you. And so she's probably overanalyzing her situation and the people around her. Thinking too much. Doing too much. What I get when I read her cards, what I get is somebody who is probably going through a lot of pressure. What that pressure is, I don't know. But it seems to me as if she's somebody that was going through a whole lot and disappearing was the way to get out of it. Now, I don't think she knew the world was going to pay attention. I don't think that. I don't think she knew all these niggas was going to be watching. But from what it looks like, from what I observe in these cards, she was doing it for attention. Now, is it because she had a mental hang-up? I don't know. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. 8 of Diamonds in Jupiter. That means she got to look good. 8 of Diamonds is all about putting on a front, or if I won't say putting on the front of it. 8 of Diamonds has to shine. And if it's not shining, it'll put on the front like it's shining. So if she feels like that she was buried under something and she needed some attention, 8 of Diamonds is I know 8 of Diamonds people tend to be very dramatic. I love you 8 of Diamonds people, but if you're an 8 of Diamonds person, you know who you are. You know you dramatic. You know you dramatic. And it's okay. Just don't go around getting fake kidnapped and shit. You be all right. Just don't go around getting fake kidnapped. That's the only thing we saying. That's the only thing we saying, all right? King of Spades, Saturn. See, Saturn is who you really are underneath it all. And the King of Spades is the God card. That's a card that can be anything it wants to be, which can be a blessing and a curse for you 6 of Clubs people. Y'all can be anything you want to be. But you overthink things so much, you're confused as to what you want to be. That's the struggle of a 6 of Clubs person. They literally can be what they want to be. And they're very smart, skilled, and talented. But they think so goddamn much and overthink so goddamn much. They end up not being that. Because not because they're not that, but because they're not focused. But I'm not gonna go through all of her cards. I'm gonna skip over to that Pluto card because she's just in a Queen of Clubs year. Queen of Clubs is her Pluto card. She's in that road of finding herself. She's trying to figure it out. So again, that's why I say, look, have some compassion. Crack jokes. Don't get me wrong. I believe in cracking jokes. I'm not here to be no ninny, no downtrodden. No, I'm not trying to stop everybody's fun because people get to be who they want to be. But the other side of that is, hey, we all get to crack jokes and laugh at that too. That's what I don't like about what goes on in today's society. They be like, you should just let people be who they want to be. People can be who they want to be. Ain't nobody stopping you from being who you want to be. Just like you ain't going to stop me from laughing at you being who you want to be. Shit. Can't stop nobody from being who they is, but I can laugh at it. So let me go to her. What am I going to go with? I am going to go with her What's going on in her yearly cycle? What's going on for her this year? Let's dig into the cards. Let's see what's going on for the year. Let's see what's going on for the year. Okay. Her planetary ruling card is a 10 of spades. Hard work. She has a transformation card of a 9 of spades. Okay. Oh, okay. Displacing the Jack of clubs. That's the liar card right there. Jack of clubs. The Jack of clubs is a card that will say whatever the hell it needs to say to get what it needs to get. And this year, she's displacing a Jack of spades. I mean, not Jack of spades, Jack of clubs. Jack of clubs is a wheeler dealer. It is a slick talking, fast talking, car salesman ass card. And she's at the total end of her year. I see that. Look what her reward card was for the year, is for this year. Queen of Hearts. That's either emotional graduation or getting crushed by her emotions. It looks like she got crushed by her emotions. But take another look at this. Again, I don't pre-do these cards. I read them live when I'm with y'all. I don't do no pre-reading, nothing. I do it as it comes. She has these 5s here. And 5s deal with indecision. The 5 of clubs is mental anxiety. The 5 of clubs can be a card of depression. Because the 5 of clubs can overthink. It tends to think itself into depression. And so she has depression in her environment. Her environment card is a 5 of clubs for this year. That's a depression card. And then she has a 5 of spades, Pluto. Death and rebirth. Sudden changes. The reason why I'm focusing on these cards up here versus these cards down here right now is because she's at the end of her birth year. Her birthday's in 2 days. So she's at the point where she's living out her Pluto reward peak transformation. This is about the season for those cards to play out. So this is where she is right now. 9 of spades is her transformation. Spiritual enlightenment. I don't know if she got enlightened. I don't know how enlightened she got throughout this whole goddamn ordeal. We'll see. She has that 10 of hearts moon. That means she's very emotional. Again, this is where the depression can come in right here. What I'm getting is depression from her. I'm reading depression. Her 10 of hearts moon, that's an emotionally open, emotionally vibrant card, the 10 of hearts. Emotionally sensitive too. But it's in her moon. Moon is dealing with emotions. Moon is dealing with what's trapped down below, below the surface. So it tells me that she's probably been suppressing her emotions this whole year. And what happened is how the whole thing played out. Now let's go to her next year. Her birthday's in 2 days. So let's see where she's going at 26. Let's see. And she's going into a 10 of clubs a year. Watch out for that sister, man. I hope she's going through some stuff mentally. If she's going into a 10 of clubs a year, watch. And then she has an ace of spades in Pluto. Her family members need to... Whoever's close to her need to put her on suicide watch. Put it like that. Anyone near her, she has that 5 of spades in Uranus. Uranus is random. That means in the 5 of spades is sudden changes. It can mean sudden death. So, and then she has an ace of spades in Pluto. Ace of spades is a card of death and rebirth. For her to move past this situation, she's going to have to find a way to get past it mentally. Either she's going to put to death the issues that brought her to this point, and how you put those issues to death is by addressing them, confronting them head on. See, counseling is very big, y'all. You know, when I give you a card reading and we see what's going on, you know, that's some information that you want to take back to your therapist and work on. Because it takes a lifetime to get into our problems. You did? Whatever problems you're dealing with right now, they're stacked on a long line of issues that you've been dealing with. Yeah. 1 second. All right. So that's what it is. You know, she's dealing with a whole lot. Then she has that peak card of the King of Spades. King of Spades, again, it's another card that can do it all, but it can. That's another anxious card. It can move too fast mentally, faster than you're ready to move physically on the low end. 1 second. One second. Okay, yeah. My web guy is calling me, trying to figure out what changes he needs to make to DeWanB.com. So I'll let him know. Y'all go to DeWanB.com. My web guy in there making some changes. I just had to let him know, hey man, this Dallas show is over with. Let's get this off of here. That was a great show, but it's over with. It's over with. But you can go to DeWanB.com. Look at all these dope ass pictures on DeWanB.com. Quick commercial break. Look at these pictures. We had a good time that night at the Comedy Chateau. Hidden History Show, Hidden History Museum Show. Yeah. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. I think my web guy is situated. All right, back to what we're talking about. So she's in a Jack of Diamonds displacement. The Jack of Diamonds needs attention. The Jack of Diamonds is a show me card. Like the Jack of Diamonds is it gets a lot of attention. So that tells me she's going to be. This story is not going to die. The fact that she's going into a Jack of Diamonds year, that tells me that this is going to be a story that throughout the year is going to keep continuing to resurface. And what I mean by that is she's probably, let me see here, any legal cards? She has a 7 of spades in her reward card. That means she can possibly be dealing with courtroom troubles. So that's probably why her name's gonna keep coming back up, you know? Yeah. 1 second. One second. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. My web guy he's hard to get in contact with. He busy as hell. I'm thankful he even works with me. Shit, he's so goddamn busy. So whenever I can get him to work with me on my site, I gotta get it. I gotta get right to him. I apologize to y'all for breaking the flow. I don't like breaking the flow. But yeah, she has a lot of alone cards. She has an ace of clubs, which means she's going to sort of be in her own. She's going to be isolated this year. That moon, 9 of diamonds, this is going to be a tough year for her, man. I mean, this is going to be a very tough year for that young lady. But in her environment is a 4 of clubs. That's stability. So that tells me, and I'm sure it's her parents. Her parents and her immediate family, she has a stable environment to go back to. That's what that's telling me. This 4 of clubs is telling me that she's going to have all kind of mental hangups. And you see all these odd numbers cards, a 7, a 5, 9. King is odd. The Jack is an odd number. The Ace is an odd number. There's a lot of odd numbers here. Odd indicates challenges in numerology. So she has a lot of challenges. But that Saturn, she also has a 4 of clubs in her Saturn. That tells me that she does have a stabilizing force if she so chooses to use it. Let me go back into her. Let me go to her 7 year. What's it looking like long term for her? Let me see. What card was she? A 6 of clubs. Okay. Ace of Hearts and Venus. Indicates some level of naivety, open heart. Yeah, what I'm seeing here is a woman who's dealing with major depression. And she pulled a move, she busted a move, not thinking it all the way through. She busted a move without understanding the consequences of her move. But it seems as if that move was made out of depression. So that's kind of what the cards are telling me about her situation. That's what the cards are telling me about her situation. That's what the cards are telling me about the situation. Now I want to know what y'all think. Yes, get a reading from me. The reading is at breakthroughcards.com. If you type in the product code FIRST, my readings are 15% off. If you've never had a reading before, type in the product code FIRST. You get 15% off. Also, if you have gotten the reading from me before, and it's the month of your birthday, use the product code BIRTHDAY for 15% off of a reading. Use the product code BIRTHDAY if it's within a month of your birthday. That could be a month before. It could even be a month after. Just sometime within a month of your birthday. You get 15% off reading. And for those of you who refer, I just came up with a new referral package for the people who refer. If you refer someone, they get 15% off of a reading, and you get $100 off of a reading. They get a discount. You get a bigger discount. They get a discount, you get a bigger discount. So if you refer somebody, email me if you referred somebody. Tell me their name. And if they book, you get $100 off your reading. They get 15% off for a first time reading, and you get $100 off your reading if you refer someone. So all kinds of ways to save. I have my cardology class coming up for those of you who want to learn the science of cardology. Those of you who want to learn the science of cardology in an extended study group, this study group will go through the rest of the year. Sign up right now. Sign up right now. This study group will go through the rest of the year. I'm going to teach y'all cardology. We're going to be going every other week, learning new concepts in cardology. And then we're going to have study groups. And I'm going to make sure that you guys are writing tight. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure you guys are right and tight. All right? Yeah. JD said the readings are phenomenal. Yeah, the readings are great. Like, look, check out the reviews. The reading, like, here's the reason why readings are so important. Readings just help you decode your person. This is the reason why. Readings help you decode your personality. And when you decode your personality, when you decode yourself, you then know what moves to make, right? If you decode yourself, you know then what moves to make, how to make the moves, what moves are most beneficial to you, where are your gifts, what are you good at, what are you not good at, what pitfalls should you avoid, what opportunities should you be looking for. Readings help give you a guidance to all that. That's what they do. So it's a lot going on with that. There's a lot going on. With Carlee Russell. And like all things, things have multiple points of view, multiple ways of seeing it, multiple outcomes. The key here, in my opinion, is just to observe and see it for what it is. Don't get too involved. Don't do like a lot of people do and have fights and fallouts over family members over this story. At the end of the day, this is just a story. It's just a story. None of us knows what really happened. I don't know what happened, even though the cards, I still wasn't there. I'm not going to even begin to act like I know what happened. So this ain't nothing to be arguing with people about. It ain't nothing to be getting into a tisk about. When you book your card readings, know this. Card readings can be paid for in increments. You don't have to pay for it all right away. You can put a deposit down, pay the rest later. Even with the discounts. And you may ask, why $350 for a reading? Because that's a lot cheaper than your ass spending the next 5 years trying to figure it out. That's why. If you value it, you got it. And another thing for me, I don't like reading cards just to read cards. Like, to me, I don't just do this. When I do my personal one-on-one sessions, I don't do this shit just for entertainment. If I'm gonna entertain people, nigga, I'm gonna talk about music. I'm gonna talk about current events. Or I'm gonna talk about you. Crack jokes. That's how I entertain myself. I don't do the cards for entertainment. I do this because I come out of years and years and years of mental health, working in the mental health field. And I found this to be a more efficient tool to helping people who are committed to solving their internal issues. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. I did it because I already work in mental health. Well, worked. I don't work in mental health directly no more because shit, it's too goddamn much to be working mental health. But all my years working in mental health, I got tired. Got tired. You only deal with people. You can only be elbows deep in mental health for so long before you go goddamn crazy. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. You can only work the mental health angle for so long before your own mind get fucked up. And that's the road I was headed down. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick up these cards. But I want to hear what y'all think. I'm going to keep the phone lines. I'm not going to stay up for too long. I got to go get my tires rotated on my car. 323-744-7425. 323-744-7425. I want to know what y'all think about the situation. I want to know how y'all feel about the situation. What's going on? What's your point of view? Let me know. Let me know. Three 744-7425. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. My smoke session playlist is whatever I'm feeling at that point. Honestly, I don't have a smoke session playlist, brother. It kind of come down to whatever I'm feeling at that time. Parliament is in heavy rotation when I'm rolling. But it could be whatever I'm feeling at that time. I can smoke weed to damn near anything. Got an anonymous call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My apologies. It's I Be Nonchalant 2 out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Country music. What's going on, brother? What's going on in your mind?
Man, I know what you mean about them bills, so I'm going to go and keep it real. Them bills, if you don't know what's going on, you might want to stay up out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, it's probably just mental health. I'm going to be real with you. You know, a cry for attention. You know what I mean? When people do that kind of disappearing, that kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I can think of, man.
That's the only thing I can think of, man. Because that's the only thing I can think of. Bills.
I mean, something's going on.
That's a good way of putting it, because, you know, for this to happen the way it's happening, it's, for this to happen the way it's happening, you know, or could it be a relationship issue? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Like a cry for help. It's a cry for help.
It's a cry for help in some way, shape, or form. I think we could all be safe with that.
Facts.
It's a cry for help in some way.
Facts.
Yeah, man. But
keep doing your thing, man. We support you.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for calling.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, that's some kind of plea for help. Even if it is a hoax. And I'm saying this again. There are people out there that thinks this is a hoax. I'm not going to argue against you. But even if let's go with that. Let's just say this is a big ass hoax. Then the question is, why would she go along with it? Usually when you're dealing with depression or you're dealing with issues that are beyond you, you're willing to go with anything sometimes. Sometimes if you're ungrounded, not, you know, and the people out there, and I'm not here to judge. You've been going through a time in your life where you were ungrounded, you felt ungrounded, you felt like things weren't going your way, and somebody approaches you with the right offer at the right time. That's possible. I mean, and that's playing devil's advocate, saying this is a hoax. To me, whether you think it's a hoax, not a hoax, real, fake, or indifferent, my point of view from the cards is the reason why she went along with it, regardless of the external circumstances, is it because of an internal conflict. I'm going towards just not being in her best place mentally. That's what I'm leaning towards. I don't think she's insane. You said her boyfriend just flushed her from social media? Well, what do you know? I can see it. I can see it. Three 744-7425. I answer like one more call if you call like within the next 30 seconds because I gotta go. I gotta get my tires rotated. I gotta get my tires. Evening, boss. Remember from Life? He said he tired. Tired? You tell that. The state of Mississippi. He said supposedly she did this because he cheated. Yeah, mental illness is yeah. I can see that. Yeah, she was searching for how to steal cash. She was searching for how to she was looking at the movie Taken. She was that's why I'm thinking like, you know what? Here's what I mean by mentally ill. Mentally ill doesn't mean that she's not responsible for her personality. Mentally ill means all of us, people go through these cycles and times in their life where they're just not thinking straight. Insane to me is more so permanently somebody who's more permanently like they whole life. And she may have been. But mentally ill is more so, okay, something happened or a series of events happen and you react and your mind gets fucked up. And we all get mentally ill at different times in our lives to varying degrees. That's more so what I mean by mentally ill. I don't think that she's permanently disabled, nothing like that. No, I don't think that. I think that she's very calculated. I think that she's very open. She knew what she was doing. She's very smart, but she made the decision based out of not the most mentally healthy frame of mind. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, may you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay, hello. My name is Cameron from Walmart, Illinois.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, just stop it for me. You can come up. Yeah, okay. Hey, I got some answer about this Carlee, whatever her last name is. Yeah, I agree with you. Say it's probably some mental illness going around this. I don't want to jump the gun in that case, but I solidly feel the interview with her parents or her mother explained to her what's going on with her and so whatever. So I'm and she low key put on her head, she a little mentally something like that. So it's probably at that point where I tell I might didn't catch it, but I look back and like, okay, maybe there's something else going on. So that Zoom brain is not right because but the mental is not, and I don't know what happened to her before kids. I don't know relationship or saying like that. In other words, I'm not gonna dog her or call out liar out there in the media because a certain reason. I'm just not gonna dog her that way. Hey, I'm not going to sit here and say she's a Cedrick Should or something like that. That's pretty much straight so far.
So you say you ain't gonna call her a liar and you ain't gonna call her Jessie Smollett either. So I feel you on that.
I'm not doing that. That's something that's going on. We need to hear some grace for our people what's going on. Here, did not give us grace, no way. Especially our own folks and talking that worse than no rest of them other people out there. They ain't talking people out like that. Unless I missed it or it's a little bit. So we just give them the business for how mad we are or something like of a host. Who knows what's going on with her. So gonna look up to the store and see what's up because it's some more out there. So don't
I
know
feel,
what's happening.
I feel you on that. You're taking a very reasonable approach. Instead of jumping onto it, instead of saying you don't know it all, you judging it all. You want to take a reasonable approach and sit back and watch and let things play out. That's a good call. I think that's a very fair point of view to take, my brother. Thanks for calling in.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair point of view to take. But Biz Marti said, Ben Crumb, shut the fuck up. Hey, what if Ben Crumb got involved in this? Y'all know, look, now y'all know, if she really came up missing, Ben Crumb would be the first one. The things that we needs to do this. But on the other end, let's say let's go into Carrie road. Let's say, is she insane? Let's explore that real quick, chat room. Is she insane? Because insane people can put on a normal person front. Now I do know that people who are like certified like crazy insane, I know a couple of these people, and they can be normal as normal can be, just as normal, and then they go whoop 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 whoop, and you like, what the fuck just happened? It's a possibility. It could be temporary insanity. Hold on, you said Tamika Mallory tried to spin it, and I heard Umar trying to spin it too. Ain't no telling what Umar is thinking. Umar, that brother's point of view. Umar still acting like he don't know why Black Americans are rallying around our own cultural lineage. Like Umar, yeah, I might read Umar one of these days on this show. I might read why he's such a wishy-washy ass person. I don't know. I'm gonna see that. Quan said, yeah, you want me to read them? Yeah. But this is the reading show, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me on this. I wanted to make sure I read her because I mentioned her yesterday. I wanted to read her yesterday, but I had so much going on. Yeah. It won't mean that you're doomed, Christian. No, mentally ill people have always been around. They're always going to be around. You just got to play your own game, stand on your own square, do your own thing. If somebody's mentally off, you'll feel it. Your instincts will tell you. You'll walk around somebody and be like, something don't feel right. As long as you mentally sane people trust your instincts, and then even if you are, I've been around. I spent a lot of time around mentally ill and insane people. I spent a lot of time around both years. And let me tell you something about both the mentally ill and the insane. They still know how to connect to genuine spirit. I never, in my whole year, I worked with dozens. And when I say dozens, I mean on the high side. I worked with dozens of mentally ill people. And I never had any issues. And part of the reason why I didn't have issues was because I still treated them as humans. And when I was done interacting with them, here's the second part. On the front end, I respected them and treated them with the highest, utmost respect. On the second end, when I was done dealing with them, I got far the fuckest way as possible. See, this be the issue with you, a lot of you dudes out there. A lot of you dudes, and this isn't anyone in particular, because I don't know none of y'all, but I know a lot of dudes that would get with a chick, and fellas, you know what I'm talking about. If you come across a woman that's 40, 50, never been married, no kids, and got a bunch of cats. As cool as she and she can cook good. If she can cook good, fine as hell. I ain't talking about the regular degulars. I'm talking about somebody who would be fine as hell. Cook good. Never been married. I ain't saying divorced, because some people been divorced. I ain't saying don't have they could have kids. I mean, if they have no kids at all, even if they have kids, but they've never been married and they fine as hell, they cook real good, they do everything men say that a man that when men say they need from a woman, and they still not married. Not all the time, but 8 out of 10 times. I mean, you couldn't find nobody that wanted to divorce your ass, that divorced you 10 years ago? I ain't talking about the people who've been divorced. I ain't talking about the women who've had children. I'm talking about the complete spinsters. Usually, it's because a lot of dudes came and was like, I don't know. Same thing, ladies. You got a dude. He coming around. He make good money. He has all of the things you say eligible. All of the things you say you need and want in an eligible bachelor. You know what I mean? You feel a little funny about this dude. You feel a little bit funny. Because he has all things. He has the house. He has the car. He has the look. He puts his money up. And then the minute you call 3 minutes late, he is tripping like a bitch. You should know right then, ladies, leave this nigga. It ain't worth it. Something wrong with this nigga. Same thing with you fellas. Leave her. You see, fellas, y'all sit there and still try to dick her down and then be thinking, well, she ain't gonna do it to me. And then when you replacing all 4 tires on that car because they got plucked out, when you repainting that bitch and putting new windows in your BMW because she knocked them all out, then you gonna be like, man, all these women are tripping, man. All these women are tripping. There's something wrong with these women. These bitches that. That's what happens. No, you should have paid attention to the signs to begin with. She gonna do it to you too, brother. There are no exceptions. Crazy is as crazy does. Crazy is crazy. Hit the Cash App, $DeJuan Brown. Follow me on social media, DeJuanB.com. Go to breakthroughcards.com. Learn your card. Get yourself a reading. You see my reviews down here. Get yourself a reading from breakthroughcards.com. Get your birthday. Reading 15% off. Type in the word birthday. If you've never booked with me before, you want a first time appointment, coupon code FIRST. And then split the payments up in 2 if you need to. But only come to me if you feel you're going to do something with it. Only come to me if you think if you're at that point to where you feel you want to get read. You really feel like, okay, I'm unclear. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which direction this is. I got a job, but this job ain't working out for me. I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a transition. Or you're in a relationship with somebody you ain't really feeling no more. You know? Come to me. We can help each other out. All right? Remember this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to play the game. I appreciate y'all for listening. Go to thewanb.com, get your merch and all that shit. Before I go, I'm saying, I'm gonna say bye. Bye, y'all. Told you I'll be on camera. I got a camera, all that shit set up, man. I just don't be feeling like putting all these goddamn lights up and shit. Yeah, I appreciate the super sticker. Oh, yeah, sign up for the class. The cardiology class. If you want to do the cardiology class, email me or click on it in the link. I just dropped the link again. If you want to register for and I'm doing early bird signups right now. Early bird signups right now. Early bird signups. All right. If you come in for the early bird, hit me up. All right. I'm trying to click this shit off. There you go. Holla at y'all.